back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sonia and I would love it if you could subscribe, and if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing my November empties. I actually have quite a bit here. When I first started this month I thought, oh, I'm not sure, it doesn't look like a lot. I'm still really happy with the progress this month, so should we get into it? So if you're not sure what a beauty empties is, this is pretty much where people save up their beauty trash to show you at the end of the month what they've used up in that month. I just really like watching them personally, and I really like filming them. So let's start off. So we're going to start off with masks. So the first one I have is the Way 2-in-1 Purifying Anglo Mask Collection. So it looks like this. So I actually got this in my FabFitFun, and it came with two different types of masks. So it came with the Brown Sugar Ready Glow Exfoliating Mask and the Golden Root Purifying Mud Mask. So I did like both of these. I wouldn't buy them again. I didn't think they were like that brilliant, but I mean, they were okay. Like I said, I did enjoy them. So for one of them, you left it on for 3 to 5 minutes and then you massaged into your face, and the other one you left it on for 10 minutes. So I think the packaging again is beautiful. Just look at that packaging. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I can get them again anyway. That was the first product. We then have just a couple of sheet masks this time. So starting off, we have the OK Sculpting Technique Targeting Mask. Okay, so you lift this one on for 20 to 30 minutes. Now, if I remember rightly, I hated this. Like, it felt so tight. Now, I don't have massive ears, but this felt like this was pushing my ears back so much, and it just felt uncomfortable. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was like fair, like it was firm, and like it did feel like quite tight, but around my ears it was just unbearable, and I don't think I kept it on for 30 minutes, which is completely unlike me. Like, I usually keep them on for the maximum I can. I wouldn't get that again, and I don't think I necessarily have big ears, but for some reason it was just actually painful to use this, and I didn't really see a massive result with that. And then I believe the last one is the Ginseng and Eucalyptus Under Eye Mask by Jingju Beauty. Hoping I'm saying that right. I've spoke about this before. I got this originally in my latest in beauty, and I actually bought this one from Superdrug. I love these. I honestly think I do see a massive difference when I use them. I haven't slept well kind of like last week, and I used some then and just instantly looked awake, and I love them. However, I've noticed that Superdrug have stopped selling these. Now, I don't know whether they're out of stock at the minute, but they still sell the Jingju Beauty brand, but they stopped selling these, which is a shame. Now, I'm hoping I can find them somewhere else, because I really do like these, and it goes to show because I have actually repurchased them previously. Okay, now I'm just going to pick stuff out because it's just easier. I know usually I try and do it in an order, but I'm not feeling like that today. So next thing we have is the Nivea Daily Essentials Sensitive Cleansing Milk. So with this, I didn't feel like it was making my skin clean enough in that sense. Like, obviously, don't get me wrong, it's a cleanser and it did clean my skin, but I just felt like compared to like the Body Shop one that I love, it just didn't really kind of do as good as of a job. And I don't have sensitive skin. Like, now my skin can sometimes get red, but I don't necessarily have sensitive. I don't know, I wasn't wowed by this, to be honest. And like I said, I bought this when I went away in August because the cleanser I took with me on holiday, I really didn't like it. So I bought that and it did its job and I used it up, but I won't get it again. The next thing we have is the Garnier Micellar Oil Infused Cleansing Water. Now, this is for dry and sensitive skin. As you can see, I absolutely love the larger micellar water. So I wanted to try the oil infused one, and I don't think it's as good. Now, I'm sure some people are thinking, but it's the same thing. But this was the one where it had like the little bit of oil and you had to shake it up and it kind of went throughout. And this also smells different as well. I don't know if that's obviously something to do with the oils. I don't know, I just didn't like this one as much as the original. I don't know, I just didn't like it as much. I think it's the same price, but personally, for me, I'm just going to stick to the original. We then had the Simple Smoothing Facial Toner by Simple. I just picked this up because there's one thing in my collection that I seem to always run out of, and it's toners. I'm not sure why, I just seem to get through my toners so fast. And I just picked this one up on our shop because I just really needed some, and I've tried Simple before and I do like some of their products. And this was okay. Like, if I was in a really dire need of some toner, would I get it again? Yes, most probably. I wouldn't race out and repurchase it. You know, if I didn't have any toner in and I was in the shop, I'd pick this one up again because it was fine. Still not as good as my Body Shop one, and that's kind of, for me, the level that I do. Like, is it good as Body Shop? No. Okay, so I wouldn't repurchase it. But if I was in like a really dire need of one, I would look at getting that. Okay, one thing that I feel like has taken me forever to use up, and it's the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Cream All Over Miracle Oil. So a couple of Christmases ago, my sister actually got me this 8-hour range like collection, and I've put a couple of things in here, and this was the last thing in it. I didn't mind this. Originally I was using it as a face one, which did not enjoy that, but then used it as a body one. So every time I got out of the shower, I used this all over. And when I first started using it, I didn't really like it like that, but my body kind of got used to it, and it wasn't so oily. I still don't really like this range, to be honest. I feel like out of all of them, this was the best product, but I still wouldn't go out and buy them because I just don't like this range, and it's kind of put me off a little bit of Elizabeth Arden. I would be open to trying other stuff, just maybe not the 8-hour range, because I just haven't enjoyed anything I've used from that. So I'm glad I've used it up because, like I said, it was a gift, but I wouldn't repurchase it. Next thing we have is the Pixi Glow Tonic Serum. This was the first thing I've ever tried from Pixi. I need to try some other stuff, I think, because I wasn't overly wowed by this. It did make my skin look radiant, but just not kind of the radiant that I like. Now, I have really dry skin, so any sort of radiance in my skin and making it look healthy, I'm all about. I don't know, this was an exfoliating radiant serum, so I don't think I would get this one again, but I definitely want to try more of the Pixi range. And if I got it in the gift set and this was in it, I would definitely use it. But I don't think I would spend my money on getting it again. It was nice to try something from Pixi though. Like I said, I haven't tried anything from that brand before. And obviously a lot of people rave about the tonic, which I think I might get next. But yeah, with regards to this, I was so excited to try it. And it wasn't a bad product, but just I didn't notice a massive difference in my skin. And for the price of it, I would kind of expect to. Next thing we have is the Sugar Crush Body Wash by Serpent Glory. So this is just a little mini. I'm trying to use up like my little minis because I have quite a big Serpent Glory one. Maybe not that big, but I have a big Serpent Glory one that I need to use, but I'm trying to get through some little mini ones first. And I think out of all of the collection, this one smells so citrusy. Citrusy but kind of sweet at the same time. I didn't mind this scent. Now, I've really gone off the Clean On Me scent, which is the one I'm using currently in my shower. I'm just trying to get it used up. I know that it's the most popular scent, but for me, I don't know what it is. I think I've had it so much that I've just kind of gone off the scent. But I like this one. And I'm also using a body lotion as well, which I actually really like the scent of that one as well. But yeah, I would actually potentially look at picking this scent up in a full size. Now, I'm having a bit of a break from Serpent Glory when I have finished all the stuff, just because a lot of the scents I feel like I'm just getting a bit bored of, so I want to have a little bit of a break from them and then go back to them eventually, because they are reasonably priced, and also usually in like Boots, for example, you can get like 3 for 2 on the body washes, which, to be honest, they last a really long time. So I like the fact that they're affordable, but I think I'm just getting a bit sick and tired of the scents of them. So I would repurchase that one, but just not anytime soon. We have a really beaten up sponge. Now, usually I try and make my sponges, it's also very dirty. I try and make my sponges last 3 months, but unfortunately this one only lasted 2 without kind of getting all wrecked. Now, you're gonna have a close-up of this absolute disgusting sponge. But I don't know if you can see there, it's just completely coming apart from it. And I like this sponge, but I found recently it seems to like kind of put marks on my face from my foundation, and it seems to take a little bit longer for me to blend it in. Now, I do have a backup of one of these and I will use it. I kind of miss my Real Techniques blending sponge, so I'm most probably going to go back to that soon. But like I said, I've got another one of these. I will definitely use it, but I don't think I would repurchase another one. We then have a Morphe brush. Now, this brush I use for masks, like, you know, masks in a pot, mask in a tube. And I got a new one in my FabFitFun with that Way mask set. And I've had this one for such a long time. It's gone through the mill with me. and I think it's just ready to kind of go. It's not as soft as what it used to be, and now I've got a replacement. I'm kind of doing that slowly with my brushes because, like I said, I've had this for about 5 years, this brush, and I think it's just ready to go. Like I said, it's just not as soft as what it used to be, but because I didn't buy another mask brush, I could just kept using it. Would I recommend those brushes? They're okay. I find the brush set that I got, I don't know whether you can even get it anymore. Like I said, I got it about 5 years ago, but I found them quite scratchy a little bit. Now, I know Morphe has come on heaps and bounds since like 5 years ago, so I'm definitely willing to try more Morphe brushes. Yes, I'm just going to get rid of that one. Next thing we have is the Illamasqua primer. Now, we got this one in the glossy box for October. Now this, I was so excited to try this. I mean, there's no point me doing that because you can't see anything. I was so excited to try this because I've heard such good things about it, and I nearly at one point bought the big jar of it. I'm so glad I didn't. The texture of this is just so bizarre. It's like you're putting jelly on your face. Like originally I was just applying it straight on my face. It just fell off. It just fell off. So what I was doing in the end, I was kind of just blending it in my hand and putting it on my face. But I honestly didn't see any difference with this. Now, I was expecting massive things with this because with it being the Hydroveil rehydrating gel, I have really dry skin. So I was expecting miracles with this and I just didn't get it. Now, I don't know whether maybe it's just because it's small little sample size, it was only 7ml, but I got plenty of use out of this to kind of make a decision and I just wouldn't get it again. I really wanted to really like this product, but I just don't. So kind of sad because it is an expensive product. I'm just glad I didn't buy the full size. We then have one of my favourite products for brows, and it is the Ico Brow Gel. Now, this one, like you could barely get anything out of it. I was squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. I did buy a replacement of this and I am using this now. I honestly really like this. I think out of all the Ico stuff that I have tried, the brow stuff is brilliant. The size of this brow stuff is huge. Like it's like double the size of this, and I really like it, and I will continue on to keep repurchasing it. I just like it when it's days when I just don't really want to put a lot on my brows. Just literally put it in, put a little bit of a tint, and it's perfect. Honestly, I know people say bad stuff about Ico, but I love this and I will continue on to keep repurchasing it. Okay, so next thing we have is the Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. This, when it first went on, smelled like oranges and it smelled so nice. But then once it was on for a while, it also then smelled a little bit off. I can't describe it. It just originally went from smelling lovely to smelling off. I don't know how, but I really wanted to like this one as well because again, it says radiance and I'm all about that, but I don't know if maybe it was just because it was a smaller size. It didn't last long. I used this up pretty much in about a week. I won't get this again. I feel like this entire Empties, I'm saying I won't get this again, I won't get this again. If I were to get this again in like a beauty box, I would use it, but I wouldn't pay for this like full size. I wouldn't get it out of my money just because I didn't really see a massive difference. I wanted my skin to be radiant. I also found it a little bit drying as well. I know a lot of people love Ren, but I'm just not a huge fan of that. The next thing we have, which is just the packaging, it was a bath bomb from Serpent Glory. Now, this was rose, and I don't usually like the smell of rose, but this was really nice. I can even smell it on the packaging, and it smells so good. It really does. I enjoyed using this. Again, like I said, I'm not going to be buying a lot of stuff from Serpent Glory, but when I do next, I would actually consider picking this up. I think it'd also be a really nice gift for people as well because when I was in the bath, I was super relaxed. So I would look at getting this again, but not anytime soon. We then have a nail file, which is really beaten up. I needed to buy some new ones, as you could see. It's a nail file. I don't really know what else to say. It worked. It did what it needed to do, but it's time to go now because as a nail file now, it's just not usable. And last but no means least, we have a moisturiser that I have been using for about 4 months straight, and it is the Kiko Smart Hydra Shot Cream. So it looks like this, and it just had all the product in here. This made me realise that I actually enjoy gel moisturisers. Originally I just thought, oh, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this. Is this going to work for my skin? But I actually really enjoyed this, and it's kind of made me open up and think, what other gel moisturisers can I use? Like I said, I did enjoy this. It hydrated my skin. It did exactly what it said it was going to, and I would actually look at getting this again. I do need to do a Kiko order eventually because I'm nearly running out of my favourite primer. and I would actually consider looking at picking this up if I can. I don't know whether Kiko sell it. This is a problem with Kiko. Sometimes they just stop selling stuff, so I hope they do, because I would really like to buy that again. And that is all of my empties for November. I feel like I've done a really good job at using up products. Like I said, I am happy with the amount this month. It might not be more than my last month when it comes to the figure, like the total figure, which I'll put on the screen here. But I'm still really happy with the progress that I'm making. And also I just want to say happy December. I hope you are all in the festive mood. I'm definitely in the festive mood more than ever this year. Yeah, what I'm going to be doing is every Sunday in December, I'm going to be posting a video of my advent calendar that I made myself. I just thought that would be kind of a good video to show you. Now, what I will say, it is a mixture of latest in beauty advent calendar and some things that I bought myself. I just wanted to come on here and show you. I didn't want to open it beforehand like I know a lot of people do for advent calendars, but I thought each Sunday it'll be a nice little series to have in December. Yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean the world to me. And if you would also subscribe as well, that would also mean the world to me. I would love to hear your comments and opinions on these products. What do you think to these products? Have you tried any of them? Was your kind of views the same? I'd love to know about those in the comments. And until next time, everyone, see you later.